Okay. Shit. Oh no. Damn it. Damn it. I almost burned down the house. Let's see. I guess I'll just turn this off actually. Put it right there. Move this. Move so you can see the awesome Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. For my kitty cat's baby. Da, 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 da. Hey. No, you can't go in my backpack, okay? Let's put up a poll. I hope everyone's having a good day, or had a good day, I guess. Yeah, had a good day. And, dude, it's freaking such a busy day today. Let's see. Any comments? Community comments? Someone says toast. Matthew Dropco with a very, very, very long message that I'm going to have to read when my brain can turn on again. This guy wants a new analysis or video on LivePeer. What's going on with LPT? Oh my gosh. I mean, this thing's bearish, right? There's absolutely nothing's changed with this coin. Oops. LPT USD. Yeah. Yeah. Taking a look at LivePeer LPT for the gentleman who asked for an update video. So try to catch the live streams. Other than that, I will make a video because it is pretty slow right now. Anyways, nothing has really happened. It's been a while since I've looked at LivePeer, but you can see that nothing has happened. I mean, we had a nasty sell-off, but not including this wick. I'm not going to change my fib to that wick. It looks like, you know, we're still macro bearish, unfortunately, as long as it's under this area of resistance, which is between $7 and $11. It does have a maximum supply. It's all diluted, so I don't know if they've been releasing coins or the tokenomics on this coin, but it does look like they have been releasing coins. You can see the market cap was it was $71 and the market cap was 1.5 billion. And then the next peak, it was around half of that, but was it 35 bucks? You know, it was only $19. So basically, I think that they're releasing coins into the circulation, which is inflationary, and overall the chart doesn't look good. You know, the next macro area of support is going to be where you're sitting on right now at $3, and if that doesn't hold, the next macro area of support is $1.32. So whether we come up here, even bounce, if you're holding it, and if we get stuck in this area of resistance, you can still come back down and make a lower low and head to $1.32. So as a holder, what you really want to see is price action over this box, and then once that happens, then we can start taking a look at it on the upside, the targets on the upside. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. Now send me a super chat. Ooh. Aloe, welcome. Welcome, Aloe. Probably not going to get that many people tonight. It's like pretty late. It's like 10 p.m. Eastern time right now. Let's see. Aloe's here. Bardazon, welcome. Welcome, man. Here, you're always here, so I'll take a look at Caspa for you. Caspa. Yeah, so for Caspa, let me fix this. Looks kind of sloppy. I'll make a video for you. Taking a look at Caspa on the live stream. So nothing has changed from our last update video on Caspa. On the macro time frame, it's bearish because you're still making lower lows and you're waiting for this breakout. Now this breakout does need to send you through this area of resistance that we have boxed here between 5 cents 40 and 7 cents. Once that breaks, then we could start seeing this downtrend invalidated. Next target on the upside would be the 618 around 10 cents. And then obviously once that breaks, then we're looking at the targets on the upside. But as of right now, keep in mind, in the shorter time frame, you can still come up here, get stuck, and come back down and make a lower low. And we'll take a look at the next areas as well. I don't know if you're actually going to come fill this wick at 1 cent, but keep in mind that's always a possibility. But that's very, very, very bearish. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but we do have to keep our eyes open and keep our and just be aware that we do have targets on the downside as long as we are below this area of resistance, which is 5 cents 40. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Everything is crappy today. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I wonder if Bingo Bango is going to come, because he was adamant about going up, and you know, I hope he accepts his defeat and the fact that he was wrong, and he comes in the chat and basically just, you know, says I was wrong. You know, do you think? Yeah, let's do a poll. Do you think Bingo Bango is going to come in here and say, "Hey, I was wrong"? Probably not, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, 4 viewers, man. Wow, it's like 5 viewers now. Okay, we're starting to get into the algorithm. I forgot my glasses in my car, so unfortunately. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I think she wants to play. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but my cat loves this carrot. Just non-stop kicks it. Oh my gosh, she's going crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's gonna be my next channel. It's just gonna be playing with cats. Like, oh hey, what's your profession? Oh, I just play with cats all day. Like, why not? Yeah, that would be sick. Is Aloe here yet or no? Aloe just commented, okay, it's a bear market and just doesn't show up. Interesting. Okay, well, my cat is officially going crazy. Yeah, let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys watched my Bitcoin video this morning, but we did say that this was, in my opinion, this was in play, where we had the rally going into the meeting and the rate cuts, and then obviously now we're bearish, unfortunately. Bearish liquidity cycle is offset this time. Usually Bitcoin tops with Ethereum, and this time it didn't. Ethereum topped in August. Do you know why? No. I wasn't even looking at that, man. And you know, I don't even take that. I didn't even think that it topped. I didn't even think that it topped. There's no. You're telling me that you thought that Ethereum was going to top at the only $100 more than the previous cycle. So technically it made all-time highs, but Ethereum made an all-time high only by like 1%. Like, it barely made an all-time high. It was by like $100. So what? You're telling me a double top, dude? If this was a double top, it's so bearish. If this was a double top, we're going back down to like $800. And that's the bottom line. I don't know why I just said that. Let's see. Now we're attempting to break out of this channel, but I mean, you know, we're just gonna extend it like that, right? The Truth Thrill, welcome. I made it, man. I'm eating. Yeah, I had to eat because I had a very long day today. So, very, very, very busy day, trying to get all my work done. But that's why we're kind of having a little bit of a later live stream. So I just ate and then I live streamed. So and then now here I am live. I'm eating. What are you eating? We told y'all was gonna go down after the rate cut. Yeah, that's. But he's not in here. The guy who said that isn't in here, so he's not in here yet. It was Bingo Bango. He was adamant about it. He's like, no, we're going to 95K, and now we're falling off the table. I mean, I don't know if you guys watch the Bitcoin videos that I post almost not every single day, but for the most part, every single day. I try to, but super busy. But yeah, we talked about this in the video. I don't even know how many views did my video get. I don't think it's not really stuck in the algorithm yet. But once it does, I think it's gonna be. I should get like the market share on it. Yeah, it only got 65 views so far in 10 hours, which isn't good. The last one got 36, and then the one before that did pretty good. 98, 75, 19. That's brutal. But I'm gonna keep going. I don't care. Just keep hustling, man. Keep hustling. Hold on, give me a second. What is that? All right, let's see. Faith Hope says, so do you think Ethereum didn't make an all-time high this cycle? No. I don't think it's... what? You're joking, right? It double topped. It didn't make an all-time high. It barely made an all-time high, man. You're telling me that, like, we had the bull run that we wanted? Yeah, 49.53. And where was it last time? Where did it top last time? It was 4,800, man. We didn't even get the move that we wanted to get. So, if we're not still in a bull market, and if this thing doesn't break 4,800, because my target for Ethereum was between 8 to 12K. If it doesn't go that high, man, we're coming back down. I don't care what anyone says. We're going sub 1,000. I don't care what anyone says, man. We're going to come back to $800. We're going to even go lower than that, in my opinion. I know that's really bearish and that's really crazy for me to say, but I really do believe it. I really, really, really do believe that. Yeah, no, I don't think yet, no. But again, if we're bearish and if we never go back up to this high, dude, this thing's coming all the way back down, okay? Faith, no, I believe we just experienced a rising tide from from the halving. We had no liquidity this entire time. Yeah. No one's even excited. We didn't even get alt season, man. It's complete garbage. I did everything right, and I say this every single video. I did everything right. I dollar cost averaged down. I played it smart. I held, and it takes it takes a certain person to be able to hold. I don't know about you guys. See, if you buy a coin and sell it and buy it and sell it and get chopped up and things like that, that's not good. That's not good at all. So if you catch yourself doing that, if you catch yourself, oh, I'm gonna buy this coin and then like sell it and then go back to it and then sell it, that's not healthy. So full disclosure, you really got to catch yourself doing that. But if you believe in a coin like I did, and if you put your money in, and if you just hold it because your mentality is you're coming from stocks, or you're like, oh, stocks are, generally speaking, this will go up, or we'll have some sort of relief rally, or we'll have this amazing altcoin alt season, and we just never got it. That's really what wrecks you, right? And that's what happened this time. Hey, no, you can't get in that food. Hey, no, come on. Dude, she's like, she just wants to play right now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, luckily we only have like 13 people in the chat, so hopefully you guys don't mind me playing with my cat. Casher says Solana XRP Ondo. Thanks, man. You're welcome. You're gonna have to wait until my cat's done going crazy. Okay. Let's see. Solana. Yeah, Solana, we're just waiting to break this area of resistance right now. If we don't, still bearish. Next landing pad is $117, and then it's basically coming back down to $95. And once we break this area of resistance between 144 161, this is theoretically where traders are going to be taking profits, which technically they already have because we've already tagged this area. As a holder, you're waiting to break this area of resistance, and then the next target should be a bigger move to 190. For XRP, as long as it's in our over the box, you're still at 650, which it is. It's sitting on top of the box now. So you see these lines that we have drawn? It's sitting at support. So as long as it's over this box, I'd say 650 is in play. But the more and more you get away from $2, and the more and more you get towards $1.29, and you break that, then I'd say the top is in for XRP, and you're probably going to go back down to, I mean, I guess the next area would be what, like 74 cents to $1, and then we can take a look at it on the macro time frame too. But I don't want to do that yet because technically it's still macro bullish, and 650 is technically still in play. Now taking a look at Mondo. Yeah, so Ondo's putting in a bottom right now. Obviously, I don't know if the bottom's going to break down or if the bottom's going to hold, and if we're accumulating right now and consolidating, establishing a base. Technically, 64 cents and 81 cents is still resistance. What that means is that you could come to either of these points, like we've done before when we had a nasty sell-off, and get stuck, make a lower, come back down, make a lower low. Keep in mind, if you're trading it, that's where traders are going to be taking profits. If you're holding it, then that's where you're looking to break out. And once we do break out, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. Nothing really crazy going on the RSI and the stock RSI. It just looks like it's it's curling up right now. So I do think that you're waiting for the next move up. You're waiting for a relief rally, but that relief rally, again, if we're still bullish, then you're going to be breaking all these areas of resistance. But if it's not bullish, then you're going to get stuck. And if you're a holder, you're going to get wrecked like me, and you're going to come back down and make a lower low. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you stay in the live stream and help my ad revenue. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And USTC is going down too. USCR. Yeah, it's okay because you said you're going to hold it anyway, right? You said you're going to hold it. Oh my gosh. Bro, what the heck? In 1 month, it's down 86%, bro. Oh yeah, no, we already knew that. You already bought the bottom though. Yeah, so for USCR, just full disclosure, in my opinion, I'm not even gonna take it. I'm not even gonna use the wicks. If you break 1 cent 20, you're cooked. Okay, the truth trill. Oh my god, tongue twister. If you break 1 cent 20, you're bearish, man. You're coming back down. If you hold this, if you hold 1 cent 50, which you're actually using as support right now, you got a reversal, then I'd say to the moon, you're probably going to go back up to 10 cents or wherever we set last time. But right now, just keep in mind, on the downside, you're sitting in support right now, okay? You're sitting on the top side of support. So if it breaks below here, you're going to come back down. You're going to have a bigger capitulation down. Not financial advice, just my opinion. All right, let's see. Can you check Doge? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where's Aloe at? Taking a look at Dogecoin on the live stream. So keep in mind, we have a couple scenarios in play right now. If we break down and if Dogecoin is bearish, the next landing pad for Dogecoin is around 11 cents. That's the next area of support, which closely and almost closes the gap for this nasty wick. On the upside, if we are establishing a base right now and consolidating sideways, we're just waiting for the next move up in relief rally. But if you're holding it, you need to absolutely break between 17 and 21 cents. If you don't break it, you are going to come up here and break down and probably make a lower low and validate a downtrend forming, okay? If you do break it, then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. and Dogecoin to the moon. But if we don't, just keep in mind we are going to come back down. And also, if you're trading it, theoretically, that's where traders are going to be taking profits. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. And I will keep you updated. And thank you so much for your support. See, ad revenue is so down. I need to start making videos on the live stream again, which ended up working out. Like, I just need to really sit down starting the next year and go through the top 100 lists and just, oh man, I feel like I need a ton of coffee for that though. But yeah, I think I can do it. I think every single week if I go down, maybe do like, no, that's a lot, like 10 videos at a time. It's a lot of editing too. Yeah, I think it'll be worth it though, just because like I'm just trying to grow my channel. It's like I don't even care. Y'all don't even have to come to the live streams, you know. Even if it's like a numbers game, it's like grinding. It's like goblin grinding. I think that even if like 100 people subscribe, even if I get one of them to come to the live streams, that'll be worth it for me, you know. Can you check Doge? I already did. Thanks. You're welcome. I said you're welcome. Do 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 do. What do you say? But you're welcome. I hope Doge goes to 21 cents. And then it gets stuck. And then it goes down. And everyone's bearish. And nobody comes around. I say, what do you say? Well, you're welcome. And then I never see you again. We had a small altcoin season last year. Yeah, but like nobody was in the right coins. AI was going off in altcoins last year. That was the first run. Remember BTC started going up January 2023. Yeah, I think we missed. I think I bought the wrong coins, man. Cool. If it goes to 206, or 7, I'm putting $500 more in it. You could. I mean, if you believe the coin, that's what I did with my coin. The problem is that my coin, just keep in mind, this could always happen to your coin. This thing. This is the perfect example of dollar cost averaging down and like still ending up making all-time lows. That was a burp. I'm not crying. But yeah, like imagine dollar cost averaging this coin and just goes to zero. But I do think obviously we're going to get some sort of rally. Maybe we get a strong rally back up to 5 cents or something, and this just ends up becoming a V. I do think that is in play, but I'm over it. Like even if that happens, like I don't care. I don't want to lose any more. I don't want to lose any more money in this coin. Yeah, we had like 21 people. Let's go. We had 22. Peaked at 22. Let's go. Let's go. We had 11 votes and 27 people says no. Okay. Maybe I'll go live a little bit sooner. Let's see. It probably lets me super chat myself. Imagine if I super chat it myself. I'm going to test it out. See if it actually works. Will BTC break all-time highs Q1 2026? Had a turbulent day. What's up, Happy Goy? Yeah, we did. I mean, we called it, though. We said, when has it ever been bullish? Like, maybe it might have been bullish when we had rate cuts, but when has it ever actually been bullish these last 3 times, These last 3 times, like, it's been bearish. So why am I going to play against the market? I literally make this analogy every single time. You go to the casino, and you have, like, 20 black numbers come up and no red. And you're the guy who's like, you know what, the next number is going to be red. And it comes up black. It's like, why go against the stream? Why are you swimming against the river? You're going to lose. Yesterday lost 4.9K, but made it back made back 2780 today. So you only lost 50%. Yeah, man, that's crazy. I'm not saying this to like judge you, but like, dude, you gotta have a strong heart for that, man, because I can't even imagine like I lost, and this is a lot for me. I lost, like I am recording a net loss of like $5,023 on my taxes for tax year 2025, And that's a lot for me. That was like, that was a lot. That's a lot of money for me. But I had to sell, put the rest in my bank, and now I have to just eat that. But that's a lot. I mean, you're probably rich though, so it doesn't matter. You're probably, you probably have a lot of money. But if you don't, then just keep in mind, like, you don't need to hear it from me, but you got to risk your, you gotta manage your risk and make sure you don't go to zero. Like, you don't want to put all. I say this. I don't care who you are. You do not, and you can agree with me, and you could still put all your money in at once because I understand. But you don't want to put all your money in. You don't need to put all your money in at once. Because if you lose that, then it's going to be very hard for you to get that back, and there's absolutely no cushion. But it's good that you made 2780 back today. You got some money back, so regardless on what you do, obviously I hope you make it, man. I really do. When you're up, when you start making money, like at what point is it going to be enough? You need to have a number in your head, and you need to have a plan, because if you don't have a number and if you just keep gambling, eventually the house wins. So just make sure you have a number in your head, like, oh, like, I want to make $5,000 this year. So you keep gambling and you make $5,000 this year, you're done. You're like, oh, I made my 5K. I'm done. I don't need to gamble anymore. I can wait. I can be patient. But that's really good, man. I left the Discord because I think it was good. I think, like, I forgot why, but like someone was like, oh, like, you're buying something. Someone said something about OXT, and I just, like, I was like, oh, screw this. I'm not gonna be in here. But I think Vision was showing that in the live stream today. So I'm glad you're getting some money back, man. I really hope you make it. I hope you make all your money back. Imagine, like, just going all, like, imagine just putting that all in, like, one bet and then, like, doubling up, and then you're like, you get all your money back on crypto. You don't even have to pay taxes on it because you're down. So it's like literally like a reset. If I could go back in time and just, like, reset, I totally would, and that would be the best feeling ever. It's just like, hey, let me just get my money back. Maybe your viewer will donate a few Bitcoins. Bro, I wish. Are you kidding me? If I get a few Bitcoins, you really think people are going to donate Bitcoin to me? Let me check my Robinhood account. What, do you want to sign up? Do you want to be the first one to send me BTC? You can send BTC to my yeah, I have 0.002 BTC right now, and I actually bought it. Made videos on it, made content on it. So yeah, you wanna send me one BTC, man? Go for it. That's way too much money, man. I would feel bad. Don't send me one BTC. If you were like a billionaire, then yeah, I'd be like, yo, you like me that much? Sure. Like, I'm not gonna say no to that. Hell yeah. You know how much content I can make with that? Yo, let's go. Part of the one BTC gang. Is it worth buying Solana? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's. I think that whatever coin you're gonna buy, I think that whatever coin you want to buy, you should buy it at the low. You should not be buying it right now. Hence why I only have 0.002 BTC, because there's no way in hell I'm gonna be buying BTC at these highs. When do you think we can start buying alts again? Ooh, that's a very good question. Probably when BTC hits 70K. And that's to get a small relief rally. So if you were to buy altcoins at 70K, then you would be selling for a relief rally. That's what I think. But if as far as like dollar cost averaging down, I just don't think you're like altcoin, like, unless we miraculously get alt season, I don't think they're gonna move until next cycle. And you better hope you pick the right coins. For the coins that never move this cycle, they're dead. Like OXT, Spell Token is one of them, right? Yeah, Spell Token never went up. GST never went up. Like, look at these coins. These are just, like, going to zero. Like, Fox is another one. These are all Coinbase coins. So these are all going to zero. I only have 12K. I was gambling on sports. Went from 8K to 14.5K and down to 9.5K, now at 12.7. That's crazy volatility, man. You got some balls freaking betting like that, dude. I don't know anything about sports, so I wouldn't be able to. I would not be able to look at sports at all and tell you what's up. The True Trill. God, the freaking tongue twister. For 2 beans, the first super chat, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate everything you do and the good attitude. Let's go. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. I did not think I was gonna get any. I haven't been getting much super chats, and understandably, like, dude, you guys gotta understand when we're bullish, like everyone's in a good mood. People are so, like, people got in for people that have been here long enough for like more than 2 years, because we've been live streaming for 2 years, bro. When it's bullish and when people are making money, it's like the best feeling ever, because you go live and people are like super chatting. But when we're bearish, which we have been for the last like 6 months, 7 months, really no moves on altcoins, it's like there's no super chats, and it's understandable. It's like, yeah, we're bearish. Like everyone's going to zero. Same with me, right? When I go in the other live stream, when I'm making money, or when I sold my OXT and I was like, I'm done with it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna super chat, because it's like the best feeling ever. But when we're going to zero, I'm like, why? Like, why would I? So, not a shot at anyone that I watch, but it's just like, why would I? You know, I ain't gonna give you nothing, nada. Is it? Yo, thank you so much for the 2, though. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. If we are in a bear market, most alts will make all-time lows. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So I think like most coins that aren't are going to make all-time lows, but even coins that went up. You guys gotta understand, there's a couple of coins that went up, like Pangolin, for example. Dude, Pangolin went from 1 cent to 54 cents. I used to make videos on this coin, and this was getting 1,000 views, 1,000 views. I was getting like $5 or $6 on these videos. Damn, it's still bearish. And not even using those wicks, PNG went up 4,800. I'm not even using this wicks. If you bought PNG at 1 cent, you did a 70x, right? So even if we're bearish, this thing's gonna come all the way back down and probably make lows, right? And everyone will be in disbelief. How is it that this coin went up 70x and basically gave it all back? Do you know how dumb that is? Another one is Jasmine. Jasmine is gonna die. If we're in a bear market, Jasmine is gonna come all the way back down and probably make a lower low, unfortunately. What's another coin? GFI. GFI is another one, because this was another coin we used to make videos on. And this did that. Look, this is forerunning. This is literally forerunning everything that we talked about. Yeah, so resistance. Yeah, so like imagine, and GST and this other coin, GST and not GST, PNG and Jasmine are going to have exactly the same chart where you come all the way back down. So yeah, that's true. If we're in a bear market, that's why I sold. I was like, you know what, it ain't even worth it. That's why I sold my OXC at 6 cents, and then I downsized my Dojo on Mars position, because I'm like, bro, like, I sold Dojo on Mars at 62. I think it went back up though. Yeah, it went back up, but it's now at 56. It went down to all the way 5. So my $6,200 would have been worth 5K, but now it's like 557. So obviously it looks like it's bottoming out. But and then I sold I'm completely out of OXT. The last time I sold this was 6 cents. So it ain't worth it for me. Like, that money is literally sitting nice and safe in the bank, and that's what I'm going to be using to dollar cost average Bitcoin. And I don't care. I'll get a 2-3x on BTC with my dollar cost average. Like, when we start going down more and more, I'll be putting in more and more money. But I'm not going to do that right now. I feel like I always have to specify that. I don't need to put in $1,000 or $10,000 right now. And we all know BTC will break the high, go back up to the high, and at least I'll have an opportunity to sell even 2x, 3x. My dollar cost average down $30,000. That's like 60 to 90K easy, almost guaranteed. So why wouldn't I do that? I'm not playing alts anymore, man. It's just too stressful. When do you expect a bull run? I've been hearing more 20s. No, I don't think so. What do you think about XCN? Oh, XCN's another one. Onyx Coin is another one where it looks like it's coming all the way back down. So Onyx Coin, it got stuck at the 382 again at 58. I think that's the 382, right? Yeah, it's the 382. So it's bullish over 58. We're getting stuck. On the shorter time frame, we do have resistance at 208 to 110.15. So just keep in mind, if we do get some sort of reversal, we could still come back up here and get stuck and come back down. We do need to clear this, and then once that breaks, then I'd say Onyx going to the moon. But we have a lot of resistance to cover to continue this bull run for GST. But this is another one, right? This is another coin that went up like 60, 70x, and now it's like coming back down. Dwayne Killy Kelly for 2 beans. Didn't say anything. Yo, thank you so much for the 2 beans, and let me know if there are any updates. Let me know if you want me to make any update videos for you. And thank you so much for the 2 beans. Second super chat of the night, man. Thank you. My best play was this cycle was Froge. I managed to make $13,000 in an hour. I originally had 24,000 at the ETH high. Yo, lost 50% since then. But wait, did you sell it or did you hold it? I managed to, so you made $13,000, but you originally were at 24. Okay, so you sold for a little bit, 50%. But you sold it, so you're out. I lost most of on roulette, not crypto. My crypto gains are actually in green. You like roulette? Bro, do you put it on a number or do you put it on a color? Mike Max, bro, welcome to the live stream, man. Yeah, alts have died. Pretty much. Pandora creeping back up. What is that? Pandora? Pandora, are we opening up Pandora's box? Oh yeah, this coin. I mean, look, hopefully you put in a bottom. Hopefully we break down. You go back down to 270, and then Bitcoin's bullish temporarily, and this thing just flies up on out of here. You don't want to make a lower low and keep validating this downtrend. Very small market cap, very low supply. Dude, I feel like I could just buy I could buy 10 of these, and it'll probably send the price up. Well, actually, I can't because I don't have any of these things. Can Bitcoin just go down without testing 50 days? Yeah, I can't. I mean, it's happened every single time though, right? Bro, I think we're going way past. We're gonna go way below that, man. And I'm gonna get $1,000, baby. I could just smell it. 1,000 pounds or dollars. Yeah, 56K. I mean, yeah, you've pretty much every single time you came down, but even here, like you still broke down another like 30%. Nasty wick before we broke back up. Here you didn't. Here you had the COVID crash. And then here you went down, what, 30% from here? Yeah, another 30%. So yeah, I mean 30% for 56K is going to be around 39K. But I think it's going to go lower than 39K. Around there. It's not going to be exact. But we'll just say around 39K. But yo, once when the yellow comes back and when the moving average and the RSI come back down to oversold on the weekly, I'm probably just going to instantly spot buy probably like 10K worth of BTC. I think that's what I'm waiting for because I think that once that does happen, we're going to be near the bottom. Because like, I mean, look at it historically. Historically speaking, every single time this has come down on the weekly, it did mark a bottom. So what a perfect opportunity to buy. Cash says Flare and Velo. I'll take a look at it when I get a chance. Do you think crypto is dead forever? No. I think crypto is here to stay, man. I'm going to buy some more tomorrow, Pandora. I only have one whole coin. Yo, that thing can go to like, this thing can go to like, what, $30,000? Like $20,000, imagine. What was the market cap? Yeah, the market cap was like 260 million. Bro, imagine yeah, that's 10, that's like 100x. Yeah, $30,000. Yep. Imagine if it actually goes up. I don't even know what this coin does, but this reminds me of Wi-Fi. This one. This also has very small supply. My God, it's $3,600. I remember seeing this like 80. This thing went to $80,000 when I got listed on Coinbase, man. Yeah, that's $90,000, $93,000. You couldn't even lose money even if you tried during the last bull market. We never got that. We never got that this cycle. What a huge disappointment. What an absolute disappointment. It's all a scam. Can Bitcoin just go down without having a relief rally? Absolutely. Bitcoin can just go down without having a relief rally. It doesn't have to have a relief rally. The Truth Thrill says, never buy Bitcoin during the week. Always wait until the weekend. Yeah, Pandora supply bought up. Yo, someone could just come up. Someone could just come and buy this coin. Like, someone can actually just come and, like, put, like $100,000 in. And it's going to send the price flying. So someone with a lot of money could just put 100K in here and buy what? Like 10, 100, like 10% of the supply. Yeah, how dumb is that? Wait, let's look at the holders. Because if I have like 100 coins, yeah. Like, that's insane to me. Look at this. 104, like the top 50 holders, like, yeah, this guy has $3,000 worth and he's like the 50th coin. I don't even know what this coin is, but dude, I hope it goes up for you. Like, I hope it's not a scam or a rug. Wandering for a treasure, aren't we all? It says you would think that crypto would have had the biggest move ever considering it has the best news in its existence. That's true. But it might have already happened and we might be hearing the news like later, right? Because we're like not the ones like in the know. So what if this was already done and then now we're getting the best news ever and we're actually the exit liquidity? Because yeah, I mean, we're getting the best news ever. Crypto's never been more exposed, like in terms of advertising and just anywhere you go, everybody knows Bitcoin. Everyone knows crypto now. But of course, it sucks. It's going down. Oh no, I'm about to go negative on my investment. That's not good. Yeah, I haven't looked at Velo in a while. Yeah, we broke this beautiful uptrend. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, it's bearish under 206, so it's holding on for dear life. If it breaks below this, then you're probably going back down to the lows, just like every single other coin. And then Flare. Yeah, so bearish under 1 cent 60. Unfortunately, you're still in this downtrend, so there's nothing to look at for Flare, unfortunately. Ibrahim, welcome to the live stream, man. LTC, I love Litecoin. I love Litecoin. I can't wait to buy Litecoin. Yeah, so Litecoin, bearish under $70, bullish over 99. Right now, there's really nothing going on. We're actually stuck in macro resistance between the two levels. So we're just waiting for a relief rally. Now, this relief rally, if it's going to be bullish and it's going to pump us to all-time high, or sorry, the next higher high, the next target is breaking 130 and 172. But if we're actually bearish, we're probably going to get stuck at $99 and come right back down. Now, the second this uptrend breaks, $70 in play, and once $70 breaks, you're probably going to come back down to these lows. So, no financial advice, just my opinion. And you can bet that I will be buying Litecoin under $70. I'm going to buy 10 Litecoin on Robinhood and make a video on it. That's why I think I have it on my watch list. Yeah, it's on my watch list. And then me and Dwayne Kelly are going to be buying Arbitrum in the future, like in 12 months from now, in 11 to 12 months from now, when they're done releasing a bunch of supply into the circulation. So if you're still here, Dwayne Kelly, and thank you so much for the 2 beans. I don't know if you just like super chat and left or you're listening, but thank you. It just makes no sense. Like SNL pumps Doge to 70 cents, but the whole Doge government thing in Elon did hardly anything. And ETFs, like, how does that make any sense? It doesn't. It's crypto, man. It's not. It always does the opposite, man. It always does the opposite. Wow, I've almost had Bitcoin for a month. My first time buying it was November 16th. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. I'm going to buy some Tesla calls 1/16/2020. What do you mean 2020? 1/16/2020. How's Tesla doing? Damn, dude. What a freaking... what is... Oh my gosh, man. That's so overvalued. Yo, this thing, like, these things are all in bubbles, man. If you're not taking profits now, like, I feel like we're about to break down. Especially now. 2026 is going to be horrible, in my opinion. And by the time people are going to sell, it's going to be too late. They're already going to be down so much. But I want to get to the point where I have so much money where it doesn't even matter, because on the longer picture and the longer run, it doesn't matter, because you're in Tesla, you already know it's going to do good in the long term, in the long run. So you're not even worried about it. You're just reinvesting your dividends. I want to get to that point. I'll get there, hopefully. I'll figure it out. As soon as we break 467 2026, yep, Nvidia not looking good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we called that. Yeah, bro, biggest tech bubble ever. 200, now 179. Whoever's shorting right now is probably going to get so much money. Imagine shorting Nvidia at 202, man. Damn. Ah, the chat's 50-50. The chat's 50-50 on the poll. Will Bitcoin break all-time high security war in 2021 or 2026? 50% says no. 50% says yes. Wow. Make sure you vote on the chat. Make sure you vote on the polls so we can see if the chat's bullish or bearish. What's the chat rate? Yeah, is anything going up right now? How is Luna Classic doing? We're still getting stuck. That's not good. Taking a look at Luna Classic on the live stream. So a quick update video. It is not looking good. We are getting stuck at resistance. So keep in mind, again, as we've stated before, this is an area where most traders are taking profits. If we don't see a continuation up, and if we don't invalidate this downtrend, then theoretically this is a lower high, and we are going to come back down and retest these lows before we can figure out the next move. So that's pretty much it. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. How's Zcash looking? Oh, Zcash is going down. Zcash is going down, down, down. Enter the burning rings of fire. And it burns, burns, burns. Wow. How's SHIB doing? Shiba Inu. Oh yeah, SHIB's going down. SHIB actually broke. Oh my gosh. Wow. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought Shiba Inu? Bro, the second this thing comes back down to 55, man, I'm definitely getting in. That's another one on here. Yeah, the second this thing goes down to 55, I'm going to buy like half a billion coins. Because at that point, it'll only be like $2,500. And that is going to be around $40,000 back up to its all-time high. It's just a matter of time before we get some sort of meme coin season. The Truth Thrill for another 99 cents, 99 beans. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the second super chat. Your second super chat, third super chat overall. Let's go. Super chat's coming in. I'm rich. I'm rich. Let's go. What is that? That's like yeah, $4.99. So that's a Subway footlong. No, actually that used to be a Subway footlong. $5 footlong. Meatball sub. Yeah, that's what Vision needs to do. He needs to make a Subway. Cause you know how like, yeah, that's actually you know, I gotta remember that. Hey, you should eat Subway because Subway is healthy. You're gonna lose weight, and it's a good food review. It could be unhealthy though. Actually, yeah, it could be unhealthy. But I mean, it's not like unhealthier than Taco Bell. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. Whatever, never mind, I'm over it. What are we looking at? XNO. What in the world is that? XNO? What is this? Xeno token? Yeah, this is going to 0. Oh my gosh, man. I hope you didn't buy this. Yo, what is this? This thing's going to 0. Wait, no. It's a different coin. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I mean this isn't really doing anything. Yeah, it doesn't have a heartbeat. So you know on the monitors, like when you go to the hospital or when you get like stuck to one of the heart monitoring things, I don't know if you guys ever been to the hospital or not. But there's like a, you know, it monitors your heartbeat. So when there's a heartbeat, it's good. Obviously it means you're alive. But if it's flatlined like this chart, it means that basically it's dead. Now every once in a while it's just like a little miracle that happens on the monitor, but you can see that there's really nothing's basically going on with this coin. I'm sorry to say. Let's see. It costs 9 G's for 1 billion coins of Shiba Inu right now. Yeah, because it's at 88 or 8. No, it doesn't. It's 82. So if I were to buy Shiba Inu, let's see, buy SHIB. It's $8,300. It's not $9,000. And I used to have 1 billion, and then I sold it when it went up, when we went up basically. So if I could get back, I'm not gonna buy 1 billion because I'm just not gonna overexpose myself. At the time it was like $4,000. That's why, like, if it goes back up to my original buying price, I'm gonna buy 500 million, and I'll be happy with that. What was I looking up? Peanut. Peanut the squirrel. What's up? Long time no see. Haven't had someone come in here asking for Peanut in a while. Yeah, so you actually broke down, unfortunately. I mean, are you really going to come down and... Yeah, so we're sitting on support right now at 8 cents. If the second 8 cents breaks, you're coming back down at 3 cents, unfortunately. And most likely you are going to be breaking the low and making all-time lows. But so far, if you get a recovery rally and if they give you another chance to get out, then you have resistance at 17 to 29 cents, which traders are going to be taking profits 116 and 232%. But if you're holding it and if you're like, oh my God, this thing's going back up to all-time high, the first step in achieving that goal is breaking this area of resistance. And then the next part is 67 cents. You could still come back up. Traders are going to take profits. You're going to back hold, and this thing's going to come back down. But what you want to see is if you're holding it, is break this area, break all of these areas of resistance, and then obviously all-time previous highs in play, and that's around a 30x actually back up to its all-time high. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Banziel says 94 rejection meow. We called it. Easy, brother. We're going to some. I know. Bingo Bingo is not in here, but we literally said it. Like, why go against the stream, man? Like, why go against the stream? I even said higher than this. I said we could go to what is it? BTC USD. We could even go to 95. So I don't know if you watched the Bitcoin update video. We said, hey, I said, hey, and even on the live stream, it was basically the same thing. I don't know if you watched the Bitcoin videos though, but hey guys, going into the meeting, it's probably going to pump, and we need to break 95,000. That is a strong area of resistance. It doesn't have to go up there. That is resistance. If it doesn't break and if we don't get to that point, we are going to come back down into this purple box. Let me actually see if I can actually pull the video. And yeah, we called it, but it's okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're not always right. I don't want to be like, oh my God, I made one right call. You know, I don't want to say that. Let me see. Let's see. Let's look at BTC.
Welcome back. Scott has 1 vote. Danny has 2. One more?
Let's see what I said. We are sitting on top of 91,900, and today's chart gives us a clear technical story we've been looking at for weeks now. We are sitting on top of the 91.3, which is the major demand zone. This is critical and crucial, and as we've stated in every single video that we've said so far, if it does break below 91.3, then we are going to come back down and retest this bottom. But as long as we stay over 91.3, then I would say 95 is in play, which we did break out. We had a nice breakout, but then we basically sold back into this major demand zone. The momentum is resetting right now, though, even with this sell-off. And just keep in mind that multiple global events could act as catalysts. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop saying either a major bounce or a deeper correction. And we'll explain that later in the video. So Bitcoin is currently pulled back into $95,000 zone, which has now become a major area of retesting and consolidation. This level previously acted as support and now is functioning as an important decision. Oh, there is an echo? What do you mean there's an echo? Point for the next major move. We've been sitting in the cluster moving averages, the 20, 50, 100. We've been sitting below, obviously, all the moving averages for a couple weeks now, all stacked above the price, which shows a temporary momentum cool down, not a macro trend reversal just yet. So keep in mind that the immediate support zone right now is 91,300. Okay? And if that breaks, then I would say that we are going to go back down to 83. Oh my god, dude, do you guys hear my cat in the background? She's freaking going crazy. I didn't know my mic was picking that up. That's crazy background noise, and it's because my cats were like running around on the couch, which is a strong historical support. And if that once that area does break, and I don't know how long it's going to consolidate in this area, but if we don't get a big breakout, then obviously we're breaking down to the downside, and we are going to be retesting this macro mid-cycle floor, which we have drawn here at 70,000. The immediate resistance right now. All right, whatever. You guys just go watch the video. But basically, we said that, like we said, if we're most likely going to come. I think this is just the start of the sell-off. I think we're going to get a really big move further back down into this demand zone here, closer to 83.6. But at that point, we'll just have to look at it at that point. My goat, what's up, Nick Nav? Faith loves hope. Mina coin. Yeah, we'll take a look at Mina coin. Keycat, I'll take a look at Keycat. I got distracted with Banzabeel's Bandits comment. Peanut is a good play. The supply is almost gone. Good play to supply. The supply is almost gone. What does that mean? What do you mean the supply is almost gone? It's fully diluted. There's no more. Like, it's not like they released coins. There's no token unlock. It's all diluted. Yeah. Zcash was flat for the most of the time and recently had a big rally as Swiftcoin. Truth though, Book of Meme. Yo, you're gambling on Book of Meme? Book of Meme. We haven't looked at this in a while. I think this is the right coin, right? Yeah. You're gambling, man. You're a gambling man. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, so just keep in mind for Book of Meme, very bearish right now. Bearish under this box. Traders will be taking profits here. You're looking at 130 to 280. Once you break this area, then you have an argument for a reversal. However, if we don't, you're just making a lower high here, validating this downtrend forming. So, not financial advice, just my opinion. Navnik says Giga Chad. Yeah, for Giga Chad, this thing's also, yeah, this thing broke everything. So, yeah, I mean, you already came down and retested 203. That's still immediate support, and you already had a move up, which did coincide with resistance. So, on the downside, 203 needs to hold. Otherwise, you're gonna just break down, make a lower low. On the upside, you're gonna consolidate it a little bit, and you need to break this area. Once this breaks, you're invalidating this downtrend, and then we can start taking a look at the next targets. But you can still come up here and then come down and make a lower low. So just keep in mind that's in play. Is Bitcoin making a giant head and shoulder? Yeah, it is, like last time. Literally, that's what it's doing. It's this. That's the head, or that's the shoulder, head. We're going to go up and we're going to basically fall right back down. A giant head and shoulders. The Crypto Undead, welcome to the live stream, man. TCU's in the house. If you guys haven't, he's another fellow YouTuber. TCU, the Crypto Undead. Definitely go check out his channel. He also does live streaming, and he will also take a look at your guys' coins and will give you his honest opinion on how bad your guys' coins are. I'm just joking. Except if you're buying OXT, which at that point I don't blame him. Welcome to the live stream, man. Welcome to the Bearish Show. Bruno says, do you think the president's meme coin that rugged at the beginning of the year caused people to give up on crypto? No. There's no way. I think it probably brought in a bunch of people that had absolutely no idea about crypto and they got absolutely wrecked. Dude, there's a video of me making official Trump coin video when it was at like $40 and this guy's like, I'm already down $20,000 on this coin because I bought the top. I'm like, oh my God, that's pretty bad. So the poor guy, if he's still like around and if he's still here, he's probably down like $100,000 on this coin by now. Because the guy put in $100,000 at the top. Like, who does that? You know, somebody that doesn't know anything about crypto. Shutho says, man, I missed what you said. What you said was my other phone. But it said coming down, right? Book a meme. Yes. Yeah, so Book a Meme is a gamble play. But you know, a lot of upside potential. Pretty good liquidity to market cap ratio too. It doesn't mean it's not going to go up, but you have a lot of resistance to break before you're going to turn any sort of bullish. KeyCat, I like this coin because it's cats and I'm crypto me analysis. Let's go. Yeah, so I mean KeyCat, we already came up and retested this area as support. So I already sold my OXCTCU. I sold the rest of my 100,000 coins at 6 cents. Thank God I did, because look at this garbage. Watch, one day this thing is just going to go up, though. This thing is just going to, like, fly. And it's going to go even past 6 cents. But until that day, man. Until that day, this thing's going to zero. Where was I? Oh, yeah, KeyCat, we already came up to resistance. So this is obviously where people take profits, that's why we look at our targets. Because if you're a trader, then you're making money. But if you're a holder like me, then you're just expecting to go to previous all-time highs and break that, which unfortunately never happened, which is why now I'm only in Bitcoin, because it does happen with Bitcoin. I hope you guys understand that. For KeyCat, if you don't break this area of resistance, then you're cooked, you're coming down, and you're breaking a lower low. The macro support for KeyCat is going to be 3059, which is like a 50% capitulation. Not financial advice, just my opinion. OXT to the moon. Let's go. So how is everyone saying January is still bullish month for alts if BTC makes head and shoulders? Because like if you're watching, there's a reason why I only have 19 viewers, man. Because I'm not saying we're going to the moon, or like 16 viewers. Because I'm bearish AF right now, man. I think we're going down. But I'm pivoting and I'm making my channel a Bitcoin maxi channel. So that gives people that don't have infinite amount of capital, like the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at the lows and dollar cost average a coin that we know historically has always went up, as opposed to buying alts that just constantly make lower lows. So yeah, that's why. And just keep in mind, we could still go up. I'm not saying like it's over for all. It's like, yeah, we could still go up. Bitcoin dominance could drop. Price can stay. Price can do sideways. Bitcoin dominance drops. Ethereum goes up, and then money flows into altcoins. That's still in play. I'm not saying that's not in play, but in terms of like my play goes, I want to buy Bitcoin, so I'm just focused on this. And I think in terms of Bitcoin, it is bearish. All the indicators are stating it's bearish, so that's just my opinion. Everyone like and subscribe to TCU. That's funny. I know he was saying it for me, but everyone right now go into the Crypto Undeath channel and subscribe. Hey, how come you haven't been live? I saw you went live today, but I unfortunately I was very busy, so I couldn't catch your live stream. But I saw you went live today, but I was checking out your channel and you went live like 8 days ago. So I think you're really busy right now with like work and stuff. Oh man, I didn't sneeze. That's horrible. The truth though, we're still in a bull market. Yeah, I mean with Bitcoin being at 89,000, I mean, when Bitcoin hit 70,000, no. Talcoin, please. Sure. We could look at Talcoin. Oh, wow. Talcoin's holding up very well. Taking a look at Talcoin on the live stream. So Talcoin is holding up extremely well right now. As long as Talcoin's over 2047, so we haven't even moved, we haven't even changed the previous chart. As long as it stays over this area of support, which it is on a shorter time frame, you're not only still validating this channel, making higher highs and higher lows, but the next target on the upside is in play, which is double topping here at 1 cent 20, breaking out. Next target being the macro 786 at 2 cents 56. So we have to kind of monitor this, and if we're about to get a breakout, then I'd say Talcoin to the moon. But on the downside, if we do break 47, we will come back down and retest 31 to 38, in my opinion, which at that point we'll mark it on the chart. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Can something happen to BTC? What happened to Luna? No. There's no way that can happen with Bitcoin. Luna was like a scam, dude. BTC dominance is going down, Ethereum will go up, and then we'll get alt season. Yeah. But the thing is that Bitcoin dominance needs to go down. Bitcoin price needs to stay the same, if not go higher, while Ethereum dominance increases and Ethereum price goes up. Then you get money inflow into smaller market caps. That's how it always works. Let's see. Everything is bearish. Yeah, busy. Life happens. Appreciate you, my man. I always when you say my man, I always hear your voice because you always say it in your live streams. All right, my man. That's funny. I just heard you say, I heard you saying it in my head when you said my man. But yeah, man, it's December, happy holidays to you and your family, man. Alejandro says, ever since the liquidation event, October 10th, everything's been bearish. Dude, everything's been bearish since last November. I'm out of Toshi, by the way. Fudge. Oh, wow. I was wondering what that chewing was. It's an outdoor cat. Yeah, I mean... you're supposed to get a relief rally. That's the problem. But don't worry, that happened with me in Dogelon. I never got the relief rally, and you ended up just falling off the table. So right now you're hoping for... You're not hoping, but right now you sold in anticipation of it actually breaking below 3034. You are curling up on the moving average and the RSI. So if we're bearish, dude, this thing's going to come right back down. You're going to make a lower low. So you made the right call. But if it actually keeps this trajectory, then you will probably come up to the next area of resistance here, which we have boxed at 45 to 52. But given that we're going down... Oh, wait, are we back? No, we're not back. Given that we are going down... and we're just bearish, I would say most likely that scenario is in play. But don't go hard on yourself if we do come up here, because you still have this area to break before you break down, before you turn bullish, and most likely that's where people are going to take profits. At least that's where I would sell if I was trading this, because you're looking at 32 to 53% pump before you turn bearish again. But yeah, I mean, all the moving averages are bearish. You're under all of them right now. So Toshi is still very bearish right now. You weren't. You had a nice run. You were literally over all the moving averages too. But we have 21 people on the live stream. Let's go. If you guys haven't subscribed to my food channel, please subscribe so I can keep making my food reviews. This is me, by the way. It's just different lighting, so please help support my my other channel, Big T Food Reviews. Thank you so much. I only talk about Taco Bell. And if you guys like the Crunchwrap Supreme, just please remember that I don't like it, and I gave it a 6 for some... I was about to say something. Whew. Oh my gosh, thank God I didn't because I'm trying to keep it very professional. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. TCU, the crypto undead, we'll just have to look in a couple weeks to see where it ends up landing. Whether we're going to go up and go into resistance or whether we're going to actually break down and you basically cut your losses. So we'll keep monitoring it. But it doesn't even matter. Like, I always look at OXT too. I always have it up because I just want to know. And I sold it at 6 cents and it ended up going 3 cents. That doesn't mean that this can't go back up to 6 cents or even higher. And then I'm going to feel bad. So, like, I totally get it. Like if I didn't put any money into crypto and if I didn't put any money into crypto and if I just got in now, I would be rewarded buying this coin at 2 cents 60 as opposed to buying it and holding it. It's just like it's very I don't like that. I don't like that. Can you talk about XYO? I could take a look at it for you. Shilling Vision? No, what are you talking about? That's me. That's me. That's my that's just it's just I look a little bit different in the different lighting. Sorry, I'm just so bored right now. My bad. There's absolutely nothing to talk about. Got like 21 people in here. 21. Let's go. 21 peeps. Please subscribe. Watch me eat Taco Bell. Help me monetize my food channel. That's funny. When will Litecoin break its accumulating for years? Dude, I hope it waits for me, man. I already told you Litecoin's on my watch list. I can't the second this hits $70 or less, I'm buying 10 Litecoins. Taking a look at XYO on the live stream. So just keep in mind, XYO had a massive move up. It came into our box and into our area of resistance, which actually coincided with the 200-day moving average. You did ended up using that as resistance, and you did use this area as resistance between 2077 and 1 cent 13. So obviously we said for any sort of continuation up, you do need to break this area. If you don't, you're going to come right back down, which that's exactly what happens. Keep in mind that I think this is the 236, right? Yeah. So some active 236. As long as price is under this this line at 2061, which we have drawn, it is macro bearish. So you attempted to break out again and you got rejected at resistance, which is this right here, right? 2 zeros around 2 zeros 8 to 11. So obviously traders took profit. Holders are unfortunately holding the bag. I would say that it does need to hopefully have some sort of buying coming back in and at least getting price over 206 and getting back into this box for any sort of continuation up. If it doesn't, most likely you will come back down here and retest these lows. If not, break down and make the next lower low. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. Dude, it's late. It's 8:14 here. Damn, it's like almost my bedtime. An hour and 18 minutes. We've been live for an hour and 18 minutes. That's crazy. I think I want to call it soon. We got like 20 people in here. That's not bad. We got 20 bogeys in the chat. Let's go. You're welcome. I'm sorry. I don't have better news for you on XYO. It's not bullish. Unfortunately, it was bullish and you had an opportunity to make money here, but I don't know if you did. I don't know if you bought the top. You would have literally had to buy this bottom and you'd still be up, fortunately, you'd still be up, which I hope you did. I really hope you made money on it. It's 11:14. Yeah, you're East Coast. I'm West Coast. So it's 8:14 here. 10:15 Kansas City. Kansas City. Missouri. What, Kansas City's in Missouri? I would have thought Kansas City was in Kansas. Wait. Am I dumb? Hold on. Kansas City. Oh my god, wait, where's Kansas? Wait, Kansas is a state, right? Kansas, yeah, it's a state. So why is Kansas City a city in Missouri? Wait, where's Missouri on the map? Let me see. U.S. map. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. Where are you? Missouri, and then you got Arkansas. No, I'm just joking. It's Arkansas. I just want to make sure you guys know I know how to say that. Arkansas. Oh yeah, so it's to the left. So what is it? Is it a city right next to Missouri? Sorry, is it like on the border? Are you on the border? You're probably on the border. Let's see. Is the market going to flip? Going to flip what? Bearish? It's already bearish. You mean bullish? I don't know. Probably not. Are we going back up though? Let's see. Oh, we're back over 90,000. Oh, nope, never mind. We're going back down. It's not late in California. Yeah, but I usually go to sleep. I usually go to sleep like around like 9:30 because I wake up very early. Yeah, I wake up at like 5:30, 6 a.m. Like 6:30 at latest, I'd say. Very, very, very early in the mornings. Dogelon's so sad, bro. Don't even make me look at how much money like I'm down. I mean, at this point, what's another 5K, right? I might as well just hold it to zero. It's actually going to the coffin. Yeah. Taking a look at Dogelon Mars on the live stream. It's been a while since we made an update video. I mean, it really hasn't been doing anything, which is why I haven't. But as far as technical analysis goes, I know there are a couple of other people that talk about Dogelon Mars, but obviously I just look at the price action, look at resistance and indicators. A couple of good things that we have is the RSI and the moving average are curling up. We are still under all four moving averages, simple moving averages, which is bearish on the macro time frame. You obviously don't need me to sit here and tell you that it's bearish when price action is all the way down here, sitting on the floor and sitting at 2021 lows. So targets on the upside is obviously resistance on the macro time frame at 6012 to 6022. What this means is that we can come back up to these levels, get stuck, and then come back down and make a lower low. Once we break this area, then I could flip this to the other side and we could put the ship closer to the moon. But as of right now, I can't do that, obviously, because it's sitting on the floor right now. So we're just waiting for this breakout right now. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for your support. ABT. Will you please look at H-bar? I just ate Taco Bell. Yo, we got a Taco Bell enthusiast. Yo, if you ate Taco Bell, you got to go follow this guy. You got to go follow this guy. Let's see. Where is he at? Big T Food Reviews. This guy, look at this. Look at this guy.
Imagine if every corner of your countertop was as impressive as that corner.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy stuff his face with Crunchwrap Supreme. Yummy. Yeah, Big T Food Reviews. Definitely, if you're eating Taco Bell right now, and you want me to look at your coin, you better go. Yeah, I'll look at H-bar if you tell me that you subscribed. You have to go subscribe and tell me that you subscribed, and then I'll look at H-bar for you. That's your form of super chat. All right, let's take a look at ARC Block. We haven't looked at ARC Block in a while. Yeah, it's still bearish. Taking a look at ARC Block ABT on the live stream. Yeah, that's crazy. We haven't looked at ARC Block in a while, but obviously from the last time that we looked at it, it came up to all of our targets. So, like we always say, you have resistance at 70 cents to the dollar. This is where traders are going to be taking profits, which you did if you were trading it, and if you're holding it, then unfortunately you got left holding the bag. You broke down here, double bottomed, and now you made a lower low, which is very, very, very bearish. Now, in terms of support goes for ARC Block, It does look like we are respecting the 618 as support at 33 cents. The next macro area support is 17 cents, which would also obviously be a 50% capitulation, which is horrible. Now, taking a look at the targets on the upside, we're going to say the same thing, right? We're going to say we have resistance at 49 to 76 cents, which means that we can still come back up to this level, get stuck, and come back down and make a lower low and validate this downtrend that we're in and that we've been forming. Once this breaks, the next target is $1.53, and then from there we can say, hey, there's a reversal in play, and then we can start taking a look at the targets on the upside. But as of right now, it is very, very bearish, and if the price goes back up to our box, this is theoretically where traders are going to be taking profits. And that's pretty much it. I will keep you updated. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you so much for your support. I just subscribed. All right, good. Now I could get commission. I could go over there and I could be like, hey, I'm sending people your way. So you have to look at my coins now. No, I'm just joking. Obviously, I really don't care. But no, I do care that you subscribed because I want to help him grow his channel. Let's see. H-bar, I like H-bar, but I'm not going to buy H-bar, but if it ever goes back down to 5 cents, maybe. I do think it's a good play, but I don't want to put, like, I'm already like stretching my capital with BTC, and then I really want to buy Litecoin if it hits under $70. So I feel like that's kind of like really diversifying me, and I don't want to be diversified. I want to put all my eggs in one basket so that I can hatch and turn into like an ostrich or something, and I'll have a really big bird, you know, or whatever. Anyway, so for H-bar, we have resistance at 16 to 19 cents 40. So just keep in mind, the targets actually haven't changed from the last time that we looked at it. This is theoretically where traders are going to be taking profits. You're still going to be validating this downtrend if you don't break this area. But if you're holding it, then you need to break this area. The next target would be 25 cents, and then from there it could be a trend reversal. But again, traders are going to be taking profits here around 29 to 52% from the current price. So obviously, if you're buying right now for a swing trade, theoretically 29%, 50%. So you put in $1,000, take out $1,200 to $1,500, make $200 to $500 in profit. I think that that's safe to say, given that the RSI is also relatively low. You are closer to oversold territory, and it's not like saying you're buying the top or you're buying when the RSI is overbought, which if it was, I would tell you, which is why you guys come in here and give me the big dollars, because on the indicators, every single time this happened, you can see that you come in here, you're like, hey, should I buy now? No, we're obviously up so much right now. Or even here, hey, should I buy now? No, you did a 618 retracement. You only buy here if you think that you're going to get a breakout, but there's a lot more risk involved with reward, because how much higher are you actually going to go from here? You want to buy when it's extremely oversold, not overbought. But anyway, thank you so much for subscribing to my food channel. I really appreciate it. If you can go watch my videos on repeat now. What does he say? Oh yeah, just put me in the background, and you don't even have to watch, but I need to get enough watch hours now. I'm just joking. I don't think he says that. Got in long BTC 89.5. Good luck, Alex. That's crazy, man. So what, you don't think BTC is going to be breaking below 89.5? Or are you spot buying? Bulek says, do you have a Discord? No, we don't. I will never have a Discord. We don't have a Discord. This is not my priority. I can't be in a Discord. Much appreciated. Yeah, thank you so much for subscribing to that channel. It will help him out. It's gonna keep him like stuffing his face with like unhealthy foods. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm just joking. I'm not joking because it's actually really bad, but I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in there and be like, hey, you should do Subway next, or like what's another healthy like food chain? Yeah, let me Google this. What are healthy fast food places. Oh, wait, hold on. Top 5 healthy fast food, restaurants? Fast food places? Restaurants. All right. Chipotle. Yeah, there's only so much things you can get at Chipotle. Panera Bread. Sweet Green. I don't even know what that is. Kava. I don't know what that is. Chick-fil-A. Yo, Chick-fil-A is not healthy. It has like 42 man-made chemicals in their sandwiches. It's all fake artificial stuff. Chipotle is healthy, but there's only so many bowls, food review for bowls you can do. Five Guys Burgers is good. Yo, Five Guys, it's on a. So if you ever go on a cruise, if you ever go on a Carnival cruise line, they have a Chicken Shack and they have Five Guys on there. I tried Five Guys for the very first time on my cruise, on a most recent cruise that I went on, because I've never eaten at Five Guys, and it's Burger Joint. It's not Five Guys. Never mind. Scratch that. It's never had Five Guys before. Never mind. Popcat, if you have time. Yeah, I'm trying to go to bed. Yeah, I got time. I'm just joking. Popcat. Let's see. Yeah, Popcat. Yeah, you broke the low, and now you basically made a lower low. That's not good. So for Popcat, I mean, where you have support, I guess you could do this. You have support at 8 cents and then 4 cents. So you're sitting on support right now, which is the 0.5 at 8 cents. On the macro time frame, you have resistance at 18 to 28 cents. So if you're buying right now in hopes of establishing a bottom, theoretically, if we go up and if we're bullish, you could still come up here and get stuck. Come back down, make a lower low, validate downtrend. Once you break this, I'd say 62 cents is in play. However, we don't necessarily have to come up here. So you're buying now, you're minimizing your risk. Obviously, you're buying a floor, which is smart. And you'd be taking profits theoretically at 82. That's 82% away. Wow. To 200%. Now, if we don't break out, we're coming back down. If we do, then this thing's going to the moon. 62 cents in previous high. Keep in mind the previous high, all-time high for Popcat, is 20x away. What the hell happened to Pop? Isn't this on Robinhood? Yeah, this is on Robinhood. How the hell did it drop by so much? That's crazy. Yeah, maybe this might be a good play too. But yeah, so you got your 20x away from this all-time high. Wait. Jigenbird says maybe Pangolin for old time's sake. Yeah, you know what? I'll do a PNG. I just looked at PNG, like, in the beginning of the live stream, so. Taking a look at Pangolin for old time's sakes on the live stream, so. Yeah, unfortunately, we broke down, so we do have to redraw all of our targets right now. So, just keep in mind on the macro time frame for Pangolin, we are still over 4 cents 70, which is our last line of defense. It is a 236. Anything below this, we're cooked, we're bearish, we're probably going to come back down and retest this low at 1 cent, unfortunately. However, and I think this also coincides with support, right? It does not. Our next area of support would be in bearish territory under the 236 at 2 cents 76. So theoretically, we could bottom there instead of bottoming here. That's worst case scenario. But on the upside, just keep in mind that on the shorter time frame, we could still come back up to 7 cents 80 to 12 cents, get stuck and come back down. So we need to break this area of resistance. If we don't, we're just going to make a lower high. Traders are going to be taking profits, and we're going to come back down and most likely break down and make a lower low. 2 cents 70 would be in play. But once we break this area of resistance, and whether it's a slow grind or whether it's a giant green candle, you're looking at 25 cents being the next target on the upside. And then once we break 25 cents, then we could say, hey, it's a trend reversal. Pangolin's super bullish again. That's pretty much it. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion And thank you so much for your support. Would you consider buying Zebic? No. It already went up a lot, so I would only buy Bitcoin now. Bitcoin and Litecoin and a couple other coins, but not Zebic. I don't want to get into alts anymore. Salad and Go, yeah, that's a good one, but I don't know how people are gonna actually be like watching that. ETC, that's good. Let's see, pause. Five Guys. It is Five Guys. Wait, really? Carnival Cruise Line. Oh, if it's Five Guys, it's so good. Burger is called. No, it's called Guy's Burger Joint. Yeah, it's called Guy's Burger Joint. Yeah, it's not Five Guys. Wait, is Five Guys and Burger Joint the same? Is Five Guys and Burger Joint same? No, Five Guys and Burger Joint aren't the same thing. Yeah, they're no. It's Burger Joint. Yeah, I can't wait to get into Litecoin under $70, but we'll see if that happens or not. I'll be making content with it. I bought at the prices that there was resistance lower in the uptrend forming, which I was comfortable with. Risky, of course risky. But if it does do, as I say, unbelievable buy zone, I got in at. Yeah, I mean, as long as you know, like even if when things are popping, you know, if you buy it in when it's extremely overbought, you're hoping for that continuation up. You already know, like, you didn't catch the bottom. But it's just generally speaking, it's not really like a, you know, you have to be very comfortable with it to buy those zones. Jason Sinkar, whoa, end of the live stream super chat. Let's go. Epic Chain Monad Coinbase has an event December 17th. Yo, let's go. Yeah, we could take a look at Epic Chain and Monad for you. Let's take a look at both of these. Epic Chain. Yeah, so for Epic Chain, right now you're gambling. You're hoping that we get some sort of recovery rally to 77 cents to $1. Keep in mind, if you're buying right now, you're probably, people are going to be taking profits at this area of resistance, which is 58 to around 100% away. So, yeah, I mean, on the downside, there is no floor. So this thing could just break down, and I don't even know where the next level of support is. But you already came down. You're already refilling this wick in this previous low. So hopefully we got some sort of reversal, and this reversal pushes us. If you're holding it long term, you need to break this area of resistance. When that breaks, then $1.59 is in play. So nothing has happened from last video. And then Monad, I'm hoping it's not 2 cents 70. I'm hoping it's higher. If it's below that, then obviously you already know how I feel about Monad. 2 cents 70, it's 2 cents 60. Okay, so it's not that off. For Monad, yeah, this doesn't look good in my opinion. I don't mean to FUD you out. We're gonna have to look at this on the hourly. Just keep in mind that it was 10.83. It's still 10.83% away, so fully diluted. So keep in mind that you still have resistance here, like we were talking about last time. You could still come back up here and get stuck at resistance and break down and make a lower low. Again, you would have to break 2 cents 20 as support to do so, but obviously right now what you're hoping for is breaking this area, and then 3 cents 80 is in play, and then obviously breakout previous all-time high 6.5 cents would be in play, I think. Wait. Yeah, okay, never mind. There. It wasn't on lie. I knew something was messed up. So same thing goes. It's still bearish under 2 cents 60. Price to beat would be 2 cents 60 to 3 cents, which it does look like you've been getting stuck at, and you've been having a problem breaking out from this area. If price action doesn't get over and stay over 2 cents 60, you are going to come back down and retest this low at 2 cents 20. Once this does break, next target is 3 cents 60, previous high, and then 7 cents 90 would be the target on the upside. And none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. And thank you so much for your $2, for your 2 beans. Thank you so much for the support, man. Chris Klein says, hello, sir. Love your show. Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to the late night, 8:30 p.m. show where we look at crypto. We all try to find the next coin that's going to Make us a millionaire and help us get these Lambos. Love your show. Been watching you on and off for about a week now. Love the name too. Let's go. Yeah, you see my cat tree? You see my Christmas tree? Look. $60 on Amazon on Black Friday. We got a Christmas tree. So when we first got our cats, we had a Christmas tree and they broke it. They tore it down and it was a mess. They like ripped it up. It was brutal. So last year we didn't have a Christmas tree, and we really like Christmas. So this year we decided to buy a cat tower that is also a Christmas tree. So it solved all of our problems. The cats can play with it. We have a star. We have snowflakes. We have a tree on top of a tree. And then we have a little house for them to go into. And then there's a little ball here. Man, Amazon needs to pay me for this. This is like free marketing, free infomercial. And there's a ball in here where the cats can jump in and play with the ball and blah blah blah. And you got little snowflakes that you can take off, and then you can put them anywhere, and they stick. Anyway, yeah, because love the name too. It's fitting because my cats hang out with me when I chart and trade. Love listening as well. Yo, let's go. Thank you. Yeah, one of my cats is sleeping over there. And the other cat is probably in the room with my wife sleeping on the bed. So he only comes out when he hears me giving the other one treats. Everyone gets treats at one time. Are you more bullish or bearish at this point? I'm very bearish right now. I am more bearish. I think that so if you watch my Bitcoin videos, you'll know that I'm very, very bearish. I post it every other day, every 3 days or something like that. But we broke through all the indicators, in my opinion. We're inside of the weekly Gaussian channel. That's actually how you say it, the Gaussian channel. You're inside of it now, which last time that happened, that was basically the start of the bear market. We never ended up breaking over it, and we ended up just capitulating 50%. So I'm very bearish right now. Love BTC. Love Litecoin. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 10 under $70. So when it hits $70, I'm gonna buy 10, and then I'm gonna dollar cost average into Litecoin. But I'm not gonna do what I used to do, which is put a lot of money in at once. Bakatia. It's a bloodbath. Yeah, it is, man. It's brutal. Sajin, welcome to the end of the live stream. That's offensive. My cats would love that. Yeah. $60. My first cat's name is Floki. Actually, to be honest, a female cat named after a male dog. That's funny. Floki, that's a cute cat name. Come here, Floki. Come here, Snowflake. Snowflokey. That's awesome. Hey, the chat's very bearish right now, so it's not just me. Look, will BTC break all-time highs Q1 2026? We got 28 votes in, and 54% of the chat say yes, but 46% say no. So I guess it's more bullish than bearish, but still, I'm really surprised that 46% says no. So most likely that means that I'm not the only one that's downsized my position. But anyway, it is getting kind of late. We've been live for almost 2 hours now, so I need to get ready for bed. So I will be live again tomorrow. Let's just say at the same time, like maybe a little bit earlier, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, around the same time, maybe an hour sooner. So that way I can, by the time I'm done, it's not like 8:30, it's 7:30 or whatever. But with that being said, just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes and nothing more. Have a great night. Have a great Thursday tomorrow. I really appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for coming by and supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great night. And I will see you all hopefully in tomorrow's live stream. And we'll see if Bitcoin is at 83.6. I think we're going to be closer to 83.6. I don't know how many more times we're going to come to 91.3 and get stuck at. That's a very key area of resistance, guys. Okay? So I don't care if we don't break 91.3 and make our way to 95 and make that next higher high. we're going back down to 83.6, and we already know what that's going to do to altcoins. So again, we can only get to 91. We can only keep hitting 91.3 so many times before we fall off the table. So anyway, I don't mean to FUD anyone out, but that's just my opinion. I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we're over that, and hopefully we're to the moon so that everyone could be super happy. But until then, I will have a great night, have a great day, and I'll catch everybody in tomorrow's live stream.